Hello guys, just want to do an update regarding my Nepenthes. Actually, these are my first ever Nepenthes. These are what I ordered. But yeah, I am very happy. So they go through some sort of like a transitional period. They grow slow, and then all of a sudden I have this massive growth, and yeah, very happy about this. So yeah, we have the Nepenthes Miranda. Yeah, Nepenthes Miranda, the Gaia, and the Queen Milani. And I've actually added the species or the hybrid type of these plants. So let's start with the Miranda. This is the one that has the slowest growth, and I said that I'll make a video if it dies off, if it fails, or once I get get bigger pictures, or if it's able to thrive. So all of this I got on September 8th last year, and basically this plant. Some of the leaves I need to cut off because they were decayed, and then it formed this kind of picture. So it is deformed, it doesn't have a peristome and all that stuff, and so I thought the plant is stressed and could be like might just die off. However, this guy happened. It's not a perfect picture because it doesn't have that flap here. I don't know what it's called, but all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, it took weeks, but eventually this is my biggest picture ever in all my Nepenthes. And I'm so happy because I thought that this plant will eventually die off, but it's able to recover. And so that is one, and then there's another on its way, and it seems like the flap area here is fully formed, so I think it's on its way on making like a growing consistent fully matured pictures. And as you can see, the leaves are really reddish. They say online that it could be like a way to adapt from getting too much light, and I've seen online a lot of pictures of Miranda with very red leaves, and as you guys notice, these guys are down here because I have a triangular grow tent. But I bought a new grow tent. I think I've talked about this in one of my videos. It went on sale from Amazon, so I don't have the funds yet to set it up fully, but yeah, once I'm able to work it out, I'll be transferring these guys on that grow tent. It's actually small. I should have bought a bigger size, but at the time that's what I can afford, and it would be a great a tent for them to grow out until I need to get a new one eventually. And this one is also on its way, so we got a small one there. The next one is the Nepenthes Queen Milani, hybrid between a Ventrocosa and Rob Cantlei. This one has been consistently growing really well for me. It's got several leaf jumps, like really big leaves afterwards, and of course this is the first big picture it produced, and it was really nice. I love it. But the next one is even bigger, and the peristome is what's kind of give its characteristics for this specific hybrid. So it's got this like sharp, like fang-like projections in this area, which is really nice, which is very exciting because hopefully the next pictures that grow out will have this feature also, because as you can see on this one, it doesn't have those fang-like projections. So I'm starting to learn that as pictures, when you get them small, the pictures are also looked differently until they are eventually the plant gets reach maturity, and the pictures will also look differently. And this one looks really nice. And I just noticed today that I have a basil growth here, so a new plant, but I won't separate it. I'll keep it in this pot. Eventually I will repot this plant before I transfer it to my second grow tent. And then the last is the Nepenthes Gaia, which is Cassiana X Ventrocosa and Maxima. So this is the most prolific of all my Nepenthes. As you can see here, I think I have 2 basils here. I won't move it too much. One of the disadvantages of this grow tent, and it's because it's small, is I ruined a lot of pictures already. As an example is this one. Yeah, it was forming and I made a mistake and I cut it out. Oh, sorry. So there. And I think there should be another one here. Yeah, basically because of the small space here, I've ruined a lot of pictures. I crushed this today, which is, if not for all of the pictures here that has formed already, I would be too upset about myself. But it's fine. I got this one is definitely doing good. What I'm really very careful about is this Miranda, and hopefully it continues to thrive. Now going back to the Gaia, yeah. So I have a basil here. I think I have 3, but I have no plans in separating these plants. I will let them grow, get them a bigger pot, transfer them to the other tent. The other thing about is the tent, the new tent, is I want to make sure the conditions are nearly the same, basically. So it will take me, once I've set it up, it will take me another 2 weeks to make sure that the humidity is consistent, the humidifier is turned on consistently, same with the lights. But that is a project maybe months away, because I wanna do other projects at this time. So going back, this is its biggest picture yet, and one of the characteristics of this hybrid is, according to them, the peristome don't meet at the end, at the back part, which they say gives it a throaty appearance. I've seen it online. This one is not that obvious yet, so hopefully the next picture will give that look, so that it will look different. Because if you notice, this doesn't look much different from the Queen Milani and then the Miranda. I mean, if you really look closely, then you'll see the differences, but from afar that's not too obvious. So hopefully, and they say the inside part here is kind of light green. I don't know if it's less because of low light, that I don't have that really neon green look, but that's fine. But yeah, this plant, as I've said, is very prolific. Tons of pictures here. I got a new one growing here, and so I'm not too upset about breaking one, although it has a fly in that picture. In this picture here, there was a fly. I noticed that because I crushed it by mistake. When I looked in there was a fly. Why is there a fly? Does our home have flies? No. So what I did earlier today was I placed them outside. I joined a group, the Texas Carnivorous group, and a lot of them are growing their Nepenthes outside. And I did that, but I realized there are a lot of factors that I don't want to risk, and one of those factors is pests and disease. because eventually during the colder or during winter I'll need to get these plants, get them inside of the house, and if I bring in pests, then all of this here that you can see might get affected. And I have a lot of plants, not only in here but also, yeah, I'll show you. I mean, I have another plant shelf, just home plants, but basically, yeah, I don't want to risk bringing in pests and disease. And the thing is, these guys are already doing well here, and I don't have bugs in here, but just leaving them a couple of hours there, I've seen a lot of flies already, and this one in particular caught one. So I don't know, they say it releases nectar, maybe there's some pheromones or some odor that they release that humans can't detect but insects can. So yeah, I saw a lot of flies close to these plants. The other reason why I decided to return them is here in Texas it's getting really warm, and I realized that it's another source of work for me to check them every time if they're damp, if they're getting too dry. And another concern is I might forget when things get really busy. A day or two of forgetting to water them, especially when it's very hot, can set me back. Again, if you look at these plants, they look really good, and I don't want to get them to that transitional period again and lose some pictures and that stuff. So I made that decision real quick. It would be nice for them to be outside, but I don't want to risk it. Maybe in the future I will grow some of the basils and, you know, not take a risk, or maybe get a cheap one and grow them outside. So yeah, so just a little bit of my growing conditions in here. So yeah, so down here, so I've opened the grow tent, so it's not this one is not accurate, but basically this will show around like between 68 to 73% at night. Of course, the not percent, Fahrenheit, it will show between 68 to 73 Fahrenheit for the temperature. At night, of course, lower, and then the humidity would usually vary between 70 to even 90%. So it's very humid in here, in this spot here. And then I've placed this egg crate here because I don't want them sitting on water, and so some water collects down here, also adds to the humidity. Other thing that I've been using is the Maxi. So I've watched Brad's Greenhouse, a lot of YouTubers, read online. What they do is they do a foliar spray like every 2 weeks or once a week. What I do is every 2 weeks for these guys, I put Osmocote in the pitchers themselves. Now, the Maxi that I use is 1/4 strength. So I put 1 ml for the smaller pitchers. For the very small pitchers, maybe 0.5 ml. But for the bigger ones, I put around 2 to 3 mLs. Now I've been doing this now at least for a month. I've never seen any damage. So far I can say that putting Maxi in the pitchers is safe, at least as of now. I will make a follow-up video about the Maxi on the end of the growing season, which will be by fall. But so far I didn't see any serious damage to the plants at all. I mean, this one is one of the first pitchers I put Maxi in, and like more of a sacrificial pitcher, but it's still alive. Same thing with this one. I put 3 mLs in there, 3 mLs in there. Of course, the smaller ones 1 ml, and the very small are 0.5 ml. And I would have to say Maxi is helping. There's a big difference in their growth, and I'm also gonna show you guys some of the orchids here. Lots of growth also. So combined with the longer, or with the bright light and the longer hours of the light, and then the Maxi, the humidity, you know, it's a great condition for them to grow. Sorry about that. Anyway, Yeah, so this is an update about this. These are my first 3 Nepenthes, and since they've been doing really well. It's one of those things that at first was kind of like scary because of all the requirements, but what's really nice about this growth, and it's not something I've expected, is once I've was able to get the correct temperature, humidity levels, and of course I have my hygrometer or hygrostat, I don't know what you call it, but that's the Inkbird one, and then of course the bright light here. Everything just went well, at least so far. I of course still have the smaller ones here. These are the ones I ordered recently. This one is also doing good. This is the Aristocloides and Examata, which I ordered with the Ampullaria bicalcarata here, which this one is also doing well. It's found up here. It kind of slowed down its growth, but there's a new one growing, and this one is also growing. So this one, they say, needs more like temperatures about in the mid 80s. Up here maybe we have around 80, 81. It's also high humidity because I have this humidifier with an extension tube. But yeah, I should have included. Yeah, good thing I looked up here, because it's also got really nice features, stubby and what they call squat, but not the big ones yet. But I have a new one on its way. Let's see here. A new one is on its way, and then of course this one. So it's doing really well. Also, it's growing really well. But these ones, compared to these ones, I had them of course longer, and they've exploded in growth. And of course I'm very happy about the Miranda, because it's able to thrive now. So yeah, basically that. Yeah, really nice big pictures, the things that I've been seeing online in YouTube, and finally I'm able to produce those things that I've been wishing for. So I'm very happy here, and I wish I could put them outside, but I just I have 3 kids, I have work, I don't want to worry about if these guys will make it or not. So yeah, when I saw all those flies, it made me think that it would be great for them to be outside, but again, I can't risk it at this time. So yeah, again, yeah, thank you for the subscription, guys, subscribers, and the likes, and yeah, more videos, more updates. Really excited about so far with my success with these things, because I barely started this hobby again, barely a year. So far everything's looking good. I'm on my next phase, working on the next phase of my projects, and I'll let you guys know when I've set it up. So thank you, and have a good day.